morning, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. This is Labiste. Welcome to News TV. Today, let's talk about the fact and clarification about GMOs, or also known as genetically modified organisms, its effect and benefits. Let's listen to Ms. Lucerna as she talks in depth about the rules of GMOs.
Thank you, Ms. Nia. So let's move forward to the rules of GMO. Genetically modified organism provide certain advantages to producers and consumers. Modified plants, for example, can at least initially help protect crops by providing resistance to a specific disease and insects. Also ensure food production, and also GMO has a great importance in terms of medicine. So that's all for GMO rules. Back to studio.
Thank you for that comprehensive information about the GMOs rules. Now, Ms. Makiling, will you share with us the GMOs benefits?
Yes, Ms. Nina. So these are the 7 benefits of GMOs. First, the higher efficiency in farming, increase in harvest, control in fertility, increase in food processing, improvement of desirable characteristic, pharmaceutical enhancement, and last, reduce the use of fertilizer and pesticide. So, benefits of GMOs or studies presents conflicting arguments as to whatever consuming GM crops is beneficial or harmful to human health. However, studies also show GM crops have benefits including the increased nutritional value of food. Back to studio!
Thank you. Let's listen to Ms. Macarabang's report about biosafety.
Yes, Ms. Minya. The Conduct of Alimentaries Commission, or Condex, is international food code created by Food and Agriculture Organization together with the Pargino Protocol. On biosafety established in 2003, it is an international environmental treaty that regulates transboundary movement. International trade agreement on labeling of GM food product agreement requires exporters to label their product and give rights to important parties. This is CP Narita Makarimbang reporting News TV.
Such a wonderful innovation that our bioengineer discovered. Now, let's talk about GMO's major concern, to be reported by Ms. Laban.
This is your reporter Maria Cristina B. Laban for potential risk major concern. As the use of genetically modified organism or GMO develops, there also a growing demand for knowledge about their safety. The majority concern of center on how GMO may damage the environment or the customer. One particular source of the concern is the possibility that GMO will harm the human health. This could be due to dietary changes, allergic reaction, or unfavored food side effects like poisoning, medical complications, and gene transfer. Back to studio.
Thank you for that, Ms. Laban. In addition of potential risk, let's listen to Ms. Magallanes.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Nina. Since genetic engineering is still a young branch of science, there are inadequate the effects of GMOs to human and environment. GMOs might have the following effects, namely gene mutation. It is a change in one or more genes. Some mutations can lead to genetic disorders or illnesses. The second one is antibiotic resistance. Happens when germs like bacteria and fungi develop the ability to defeat the drugs designed to kill them. That means the germs are not killed and continue to grow. The main threat posed by disease-resistant plants is viral resistance, which might lead to the creation of new viruses and thus new diseases. Natural viruses have been found to recombine viral fragments and inserted to make transgenic plants, resulting in the formation of new viruses. Gina Magallanes reporting, back to studio, Ms. Nia.
Thank you. The WHO, or World Health Organization, discovered any possible risk concerning this matter. Now let's listen to Ms. Riquisa's report.
Yes, Ms. Nina. First is potential risk of allergy reactions. The group of allergies in your immune system makes antibodies to identify a particular allergen as harmful event to elasticity. The second is gene transfer flow. Gene flow is the transfer of genetic material from one population to another. And the last is outposing, outbreeding, also called outposing, allogamy, monogamy, is the transfer of gene test from one individual to another genetically separate. These are the three major issues of GMOs that are international and still debatable. I'm Rowena Tulani reporting. Back to story.
One questions that our farmers and even consumers inquiry if it has effect on our environment, to be reported by Miss Laura.
GMOs has negative impact also in the environment. It increased the use of herbicides and pollution of aquatic system. GMO crops is already approved by the FDA and already sold in the market. Many do not want to consume GMO crops, that is why they are requesting to level the food. On the biosafety of GMOs, Codex 1962, Cartagena Protocol 2003, and the International Trade Arrangement of GMO food labeling product has been established. This agreement responds the request of many consumers. Rochelle Laura, reporting, News TV. Back to you, Miss Linya.
Thank you. Also, do GMO has effect to human? Let's listen to Miss Lawat's report.
Yes, Miss Linya, there are three recombination bacteria. This includes the direct environmental risk, indirect environmental risk, and potential human health risk. The direct environmental risk is the introduction of GMO in the natural environment may cause disruption of natural communities, and the indirect risk is the alternation of agriculture practice like managing negative impact of GMO such as evolution of insects and pests. And lastly, the potential human health risk is the consumption of GMOs and adverse effects since it is not naturally or originally produced. Back to you, Miss Linya.
Thank you, Miss Lawas. Does GMO had been legalized by Philippine government? Let's listen to Miss Lawas' report.
Yes, Miss Nina. GMO has been permitted in the Philippines since 1990s, when the National Committee on Biodiversity of the Philippines was established to design, review, and change national policy in biosafety, as well as the guidelines to the conduct of genetic engineering activities. When GM corn planting was legalized in 2002, the Philippines became the first country in Asia to approve the commercial cultivation of GMOs. And I am Goddess JM Law. Back to you, Miss Nina.
That's all for today's Sizzling News. Once again, I am Labis and this is News TV Philippines.